Hi and good day everyone, and welcome to our first video lesson for this school year semester. I am Rhea Recajestre and I will be your teacher for today's discussion in media and information literacy. But before we proceed with our topic for today, let us have our objectives first. Number 1 is to identify the definition of communication. Number 2 is to differentiate the types of communication. And last but not the least is to explain the role of media and information in effective communication. So without any further ado, let's get started. Alright, so before we proceed with our lesson for today, let us have this short activity. And I know most of you are all familiar with 4 picks, 1 word. So I will give you at least 5 seconds for each picture. And also you may pause this video while you think of the answers. Alright, so let's get started. So again, hi and good day everyone. So I hope you're having a great day today. So this is our first lesson in media and information literacy, and I will discuss in this video the first topic, which is all about communication, media, and information. Alright, so for the first term that we have to identify is the word communication, right? So what is communication? So the act or process of using words, sounds, signs, or behaviors to express or exchange information or to express your ideas, thoughts, feelings, etc. to someone else.
So another definition of the word communication is the exchange of information and the expression of feeling that can result in understanding.
So we use communication every day in nearly every environment, including in the workplace, at school, or even in the market. Whether you give a slight head nod in agreement or present information to a large group, communication is absolutely necessary when building relationships, sharing ideas, delegating responsibilities, managing a team, and much more. Okay, so next we have here is to differentiate the word communication with communications with S. So as what I have mentioned earlier, communication is the process. It is the act of sharing ideas, your opinions, or sharing of thoughts. So through various channels with the intent to give common understanding. On the other hand, communications refers to technical means of communication or the channels through which messages are conveyed. So what do we mean by technical means or channels? So these are the things that we are using. Example, TV, radio, with the use of social media, your cell phones, laptops, etc. So those are the various channels or the technical means which the messages are conveyed, right? So next we have here are the terms media and information. So first is media. It refers to various means of communication. So it may be classified into two classification, the traditional media and the new media. So next is information. It refers to the message being conveyed by a sender to its recipient. So information is the opinion or the idea that is or the message conveyed by a sender to its receiver, or recipient. So there are four main types of communication we use on a daily basis. So these are verbal, nonverbal, visual, and written. So with all of these communication styles, it's most effective when you know how to actively listen, observe, and empathize. So developing these soft skills can help you better understand a message and respond thoughtfully. So let us start with the first type of communication, verbal communication. So it is the use of language to transfer information through speaking or sign language. It is one of the most common types, often used during presentations, video conferences, phone calls, meetings, and one-on-one conversations. Verbal communication is important because it is efficient. It can be helpful to support verbal communication with both non-verbal and written communication. So non-verbal communication is the second type of communication. It is the use of body language, gestures, and facial expressions to convey information to others. It can be used both intentionally and unintentionally. For example, you might smile unintentionally when you hear a pleasing or enjoyable idea or piece of information. Nonverbal communication is helpful when trying to understand others' thoughts and feelings. So the third type of communication is the visual communication. So visual communication is the act of using photographs, art, drawings, sketches, charts, and graphs to convey information. Visuals are often used as an aid during presentations to provide helpful context alongside written and/or verbal communication. Because people have different learning styles, visual communication might be more helpful for some to consume ideas and information. So now down to our last type of communication is the written communication. So it is the act of writing, typing, or printing symbols like letters and numbers to convey information. It is helpful because it provides a record of information for reference. Writing is commonly used to share information through books, pamphlets, blogs, letters, memos, and more. Emails and chats are a common form of written communication in the workplace. So next we have here is the role of media and information in effective communication. So most of the households today have television. Most cars also have radios, stereos, and many take their morning coffee with a newspaper in their hand. So everybody has also a smartphone, computers are everywhere, and most of the time they are holding those gadgets with them. So indeed, the media has become a constant in the lives of everyone. So it is not surprising that because of this, media and information plays a vital role in effective communication. So one of the role of media and information in effective communication is it makes the world a smaller place. So today, at any given point in time, a person can be connected to anyone else in the world. Communication between two parties from the opposite sides of the world is now possible. Social media platforms brought people from different locations, background, culture, and race together. Dating websites have even made love possible across continents. Apart from direct communication, today's media created bridges between countries. If one needs information about a place they've never been to, all he or she needs to do is to look up on the web. Even news channels are now broadcasting internationally. So Disney had it right when they wrote the song, "It's a Small World." Thanks to media, this has become more factual than just some cute tunes for children. Another role of media and information in effective communication is it makes communication convenient. Gone are the years where people send telegrams and snail mails to one another. So now two people communicate with another without the long wait for replies or to worry that their messages won't be received in a timely manner. With the existence of email and various messaging sites and apps, communication has become faster and easier. So another role of media and information in effective communication is it shapes the public opinion. So this is perfectly illustrated in surveys conducted before elections. So when a TV network broadcasts the result of recent survey, they do more than just inform the public where their candidates currently stand. They also affect the decision-making process of their listeners in the upcoming elections. So now down to our last topic for communication, media, and information is the media and information producers and users. So in recent years, however, media producers now include those who contribute intellectual or creative content in both the traditional media platforms, examples are print, radio, and television, and the new media, which is the internet. So media users refers to the audience or consumers of media. So they are the receivers of information disseminated by media producers. The producer and user can alternatively act as both in the process of communication. Producers and users of media and information may have the following purpose. So one is to inform. Number two is to educate. Number three is to entertain. Four is to advocate. The fifth one is to promote business. And last but not the least is to increase network. So before I totally end our discussion for today, so let us have a quick recap on what we have learned for today. So we've defined some terms, the communication, media, and information. We also discussed about the types of communication and of course, the role of media and information in the effective communication. So that is all for today and I hope you have learned something from this video and see you on the next video and thank you and have a great day. Bye!